Hello everybody, we're talking to Phil Claps from KC Printing in Lake Barrington today. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for joining us, Phil.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right, tell us a little bit about KC Printing. What makes it so different and unique?
We're different in that we don't just do your business cards, your forms. We do hundreds of types. We're almost like a marketing company in a way, because we can take your logo and put it on your brochures. We can embroider it. We can do silk screening. Put it on a wall with like a banner or a wrap. I mean, unlimited ways to present your image.
A one-stop shop, right?
Exactly.
How did you get started?
Way back in 1986, I was a salesman for Curtis 1000, a quick print shop, and they had me do everything. I had to find the customer. I was mostly a sales guy, and then I had to get the proof made, bring it to them, have it proofed. There was fax machines were just coming out, and they're like 5,000 each, and so I had to go. Brought them the proof, brought it back, brought them the paper to the pressman. I did everything except for print the job. So I decided, I could do this on my own, and broker out the work, and that's what I decided to do in '88, and ever since then it's been going good. And
tell us what separates you from your competition.
Well, one is our flexibility in giving them what they want. We realized a long time ago that it's the same customer who buys the embroidered apparel and the printing, and we got into all aspects of putting your logo on anything. So the same buyer doesn't have to call the screen printer or the embroiderer or the printer. They can call one-stop shop, like you're saying, and we try to be that guy or that person.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. Has there ever been a time where someone came in, they had a project that was just a mess? How did you help them?
We had a customer, actually it was a first-time customer. They wanted to do something different, and it was a group that had a run on the Oakbrook Tower, the big tower in Oakbrook, the big green tower.
Sure.
They wanted a trophy that just wasn't a big shiny thing that sat on your desk. They wanted something unique. So we came up with, we took a photo of it and had a clay model rendition, miniature of it made, which they absolutely loved. It was completely different than they've ever seen, and they were very ecstatic with it. Another example is we also sell to a company, Jack Links, who does the snack food, and they wanted something completely different than a silkscreen T-shirt. They wanted it really to be something unusual. So what we came up with was you had their logo on it, and then if you actually turned it inside out and held it still on over your head, the face of the Sasquatch, which is their icon, was now 7 feet tall. They loved being a two-sided print, essentially, turning one into another. So I thought that was kind of unique as well.
Very much so. Tell us some of the Fortune 500 companies you're working with.
Well, we handle a few large accounts. The Big Ten Conference is one. Do a lot of printing for them since 1989. We also started working with Jimmy John's back when they had approximately 22 locations, and we've grown with them. Wow. They're by far our largest account. They're like 1,700 locations now. We handle their business nationwide for printing and apparel. Other big companies locally, Pepper Construction is also big in Barrington. We've done stuff for UPS. We're talking to some other people. Jack Links, like I had mentioned earlier, was, they're a nationwide company as well.
Mm-hmm. What separates you from some of the online printers?
It's a great question. So many things. One, a lot of online guys, they'll take your file, they'll just drop it in with everyone else's, and they print them like 100 up or more. There's no color correction. They don't watch to see if it matched the previous color that they did for a previous card you did before. It's just turn and burn. There's no quality control. And you have to pick what stocks they're running because they want you to gang them all up. Where in ours, you come in, you can pick your stock, you can pick your type, ink colors, whatever you want, make it unique. Then we'll look at it, make sure everything's going to print properly, and you can even have a press proof on the actual stock before it's printed, just to cover yourself, and the final product will be done in a few days. And that's the main thing, is your selection and your control of the project.
Fantastic. A potential new client, what would you like them to know about your company?
That's very similar question. Similar answers. We'll take it from the very beginning. It's almost like building a building. You get your paper, you got your inks, paper colors, paper weights, type styles. We'll assemble from beginning to end to the point where they like it. We'll know problems to avoid, how things fold. If you want, a lot of customers will build a unique thing on their own because everyone has the software now, but they don't think about the whole process. They'll build a nice invitation, and it's like, that doesn't fit in any envelope made. So now you get custom envelopes. We try to, if they come to us ahead of time, if it's a new project or a new customer, we'll try to eliminate all those headaches ahead of time to make it go right for them.
Mm-hmm. You think that's what makes you so unique?
I think so. We're very helpful. We want them to succeed because, you know, when they leave that customer with that literature or whatever, they know that represents them, and in a way us, so we want them to look good, and in turn makes us look good as well.
How can people contact you?
You give us a call at 847-382-8822 or kcprint.com. We have over 700,000 promotional items on our website, and a bunch of information to help you with your printing needs.
All right, fantastic. Well, thanks so much, Phil, for talking to us today. We've been talking to Phil Claps from KC Printing in Lake Barrington.